because I'm free. I sing because I'm free. I sing because I'm happy. Why should I feel discouraged? Why should the shadows fall? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, whoa, my constant friend is He. Constant friend, His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me.
He watches over.
I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. It's on the sparrow. And I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I'm free. Let not your heart be troubled. His tender words I hear, and resting on His goodness, I lose my doubts and all my fears. Go by His path, He leadeth, though just one step I may see. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know He watches over me. I sing because I'm happy. Oh, and I sing because I'm free. Oh, I know if His eye is on the sparrow, then I know He watches me. Whoa, 'cause I am free.
From the beginning in 1837 at Cheney University, there's been little doubt that learning about our history, our culture, and our communities from established Black professionals and alongside students that look like us has been shaping generations and providing unique campus traditions at historically Black colleges and institutions for over 180 years. Education is at the heart of progress of every successful nation in the world, and the institutions that provide this valuable life tool play a major role in enriching the lives of not just African Americans, but our entire country. And these institutions are not just teaching history, they are making it every day. Educated minority professionals have been and are still making important contributions to the intellect and success of society at large. The Black college experience is second to none. the moment your feet walk on campus, you feel the souls of those who come before you. Where for generations, teachers encourage future leaders to go beyond the immediate and challenge their former selves to aim higher and dream bigger.
We don't need no music.
Whether it's enjoying the precision step performances of the Divine Nine, spending time on the yard, or being blown away during a battle of the bands, HBCUs are a special place where you not only get to be unapologetically black, but where our blackness is celebrated.
That's excellent.
Saying that you graduated from an HBCU comes with a lifetime of respect that can never be emulated or duplicated, instilling in you the confidence to not only demand your seat at the table, but empowers you to build your own table. HBCUs continue to change the dynamic of this country, and we have a responsibility to keep these institutions alive and reach back to help those coming behind us. Sharing our testimony that at 107 historically black colleges and universities, we know it's okay. It's okay that we shine with those who look like me. It's okay that we shine when we lead people who may not look like me. It's okay because when we shine together and embrace and support our own, no one will ever be like me. America's historically black colleges and universities have combined to make this entire nation strong and is responsible for my light, my purpose, my strength, and most importantly, my joy, my HBCU joy.
Hey guys, welcome to the 2022 Salute Them Awards, my HBCU joy. I'm Angelique. It's great to be here with you guys again for another great event honoring the country's and the community's most dedicated leaders.
And I am your brother, Lamman, Rucker. I'm so excited to be the guest host for this year's program. As a 2020 Salute Them honoree myself, I'm just thrilled to be back with my Cafe Mocha sisters as we take a look at some of the best to ever graduate from our fine institutions. And hear from all of you as you get loud and proud to rep your HBCU.
Okay, pride! Tonight we're gonna have some fun, celebrate the competitiveness, the magic of attending an HBCU, and this ain't gonna be no regular awards program, Lamman.
Nope.
You ready to party? You want to party?
Always, baby.
Okay, let's do it.
I sure am. And I take extreme pride in introducing our first honoree. He is an HBCU graduate who for many decades has been a civil rights icon and has encouraged generations of minorities to believe, to keep hope alive, and know that we are all somebody. Let's take a look at history in the making with the legendary hero himself, Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr.
Leaders must be tough enough to fight, tender enough to cry, human enough to make mistakes, humble enough to admit them, strong enough to absorb the pain, and resilient enough to bounce back and keep on moving. Jesse Jackson. From participating in sit-ins while attending North Carolina A&T, where he was both quarterback and student body president, to working alongside Dr. King and the Southern Christian Leadership Council, Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. has fought for justice and equality through nonviolent social change for more than 7 decades. With roots dating back to 1971, Reverend Jackson's Rainbow Push Coalition has been on the front lines pushing for political activism, criminal justice reform, and corporate accountability. And historical first, he campaigned for president in 1984. Run, Jesse, run became the slogan. And in 1988, the South Carolina native made huge inroads helping Democrats regain the Senate, boosting the elections of hundreds of state and local officials. On the world stage, Reverend Jackson joined apartheid protests, marched with the UK's Operation Black Vote, and freed American hostages in Syria and Lebanon, among others. From Howard to Harvard, he has received honorary doctorates from over 40 institutions. A freedom fighter who has fought for justice and equality throughout his life is why Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr. is Cafe Mocha Salute Them, My HBCU Joy legend.
What a life. Thank you, Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., for all you have given and all you have done for our culture. North Carolina A&T, stand up. We salute you.
Our next honoree is the epitome of Black girl magic. At just 13 years old, she has the brains and beauty of an African queen, and she's forging the way for other young Black and brown girls in STEM and in medicine. She's currently attending Oakwood College, an HBCU in Alabama, and one of our brightest stars. Let's take a look.
Let's just say Elena Anale is not afraid of being the first. Forget Doogie Howser. At just 13, she's earning degrees at both Arizona State and HBCU Oakwood University in Alabama. She's the nation's youngest Black person ever accepted to medical school. 1 year into her undergraduate studies, she's halfway through the program and expected to graduate with a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science degrees in the spring of 2024. Already accepted to the University of Alabama at Birmingham's Medical School in a program that partners with Black schools in Alabama to offer students early acceptance to enter medical school. Thanks to her mother, Daphne McWhorter, who encouraged her to pursue STEM at the age of 4, Anale was homeschooled and world schooled when she lived in Amman, Jordan. As the youngest girl of color to work and intern at NASA, she was inspired to create the platforms The Brown STEM Girl and the Brown STEM Girl Foundation to create a culture of brown girls in STEM. A finalist in Time Magazine's Kid of the Year, a global child prodigy, and honored as one of Ebony Magazine's and Olay's HBCU STEM Queens. And in 2024, at the ripe old age of 15, she's on pace to start medical school. True to the adage, age ain't nothing but a number, leading the way in STEM and medicine is why Elena Anale is Cafe Mocha Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Bridging the Gap honoree.
Amazing young lady. Look out. She might become the next, maybe the first female president, a Black female president. Elena Anale, you make us proud to call you our Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Bridging the Gap honoree.
Good evening. I want to say thank you to God because without Him, I am nothing. Thank you to my mom for believing in my dreams and for giving me opportunities over things. Thank you to all the little girls out there that look up to me. I do the work so that you will have a seat at the table and a key to open the door. Thank you to Cafe Mocha Radio for honoring me with the Bridging the Gap Award. It is my hope to continue to amplify my voice for women and girls all over the world. I will continue to bridge the gap for girls of color globally and make sure they still have access, representation, and opportunities. I stand in the shadows of Dr. Mae Jemison, Henrietta Lacks, and so many others that have paved the way for me. May my shadow light the way for the next girl. Before I end, I can't end without remembering Mahsa Amini. Mahsa Amini was an Iranian woman who was brutally killed and terrorized while in police custody in Iran. Mahsa Amini, you are not forgotten. Thank you again.
Our next honoree is determined, courageous, and dedicated to helping right the wrongs of the past. He's on a mission and will not back down from a threat. A brother who is truly on the move, Devon Henry is a visionary that takes down to build up. Repping the green and gold, Let's take a look at this Norfolk State alum and his incredible life's work.
As a child at Robert E. Lee Elementary in Hampton, Virginia, Devon Henry never knew he'd grow up to right the wrongs of America's history by removing old Confederate statues in Richmond. Today, the proud Norfolk State University alum and his Team Henry Enterprises construction crew take pride in being the go-to Confederate statue removers throughout Virginia and the Southeast. Taught to stand for what you believe in, Devon refuses to cower to racial slurs and death threats, courageously supervising the removal of 70 Confederate statues. Featured in the New York Times, this astute businessman has been recognized by Inc., Fortune, Black Enterprise, and honored as Government Contractor of the Year by American Express. A proud Phi Beta Sigma man, he pays it forward by granting scholarships to Virginia area high school students headed to his alma mater, Norfolk State, and has a foot in the future with his crypto Federacy. For being pivotal in establishing the University of Virginia's memorial to enslaved laborers, acknowledging the work of our ancestors, and for being determined to write our nation's history, is why Devon Henry is Cafe Mocha's Salute Them, My HBCU Joy Game Changer.
A community leader who is giving back while moving forward. We are proud to present this year's Salute Them, My HBCU Joy Game Changer, Mr. Devon Henry.
Wow, God is good. I'm extremely humbled by this recognition and grateful to Cafe Mocha for highlighting my efforts as a game changer. When I accepted the task to remove the statues by the governor of Virginia and the mayor of Richmond, I had no idea my life would change in the journey that would ensue, from death threats by the KKK against me and my family to threats of loss of business from those in my industry. I'm fully aware that change doesn't start nor end with the removal of Confederate statues, but I'm sure it does send a message that change is happening. The journey has thrown me into the spotlight in which I choose to use for good, which is why I founded Crypto Federacy, an NFT project that raises money for social causes that have impacted Black and brown people for decades. I must also give a shout out to my alma mater, the Norfolk State University, where I have the great fortune of serving as the rector or the chairman of the Board of Visitors. I am and will always be a strong proponent and advocate for HBCUs. Had it not been for an HBCU, Norfolk State in particular, I would not be the man I am here today. Thankful to my beautiful wife, Angela, who I met on the campus of Norfolk State University. And we just celebrated 20 years of marital bliss last month. She serves as the CEO of the Henry household, and she helps raise our Y, our beautiful children, Taylor and DJ. Growing up and watching my mother struggle in a single family household, I knew two things were in my future. I would some way find a way to be successful, and I would be an amazing father. But there is no way I could have predicted or imagined or even dreamed that I would be sitting here receiving such an amazing and prestigious award along the likes of the other honorees. But at this point, I will end the same way I started. Wow, God is good. Behold to my Spartan family, and go mob to my Sigma brothers.
You know, for over 7 years, Toyota Motor North America has been a long-standing, dedicated partner of Cafe Mocha Awards. They'll salute her, they'll salute them, they throw stuff in our goodie bag. But you know, the thing is, we wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be able to do this award show without their commitment and support. Toyota Motor North America, all of us here at Cafe Mocha, thank you for your dedication to not just us, but minority communities across the country over all these years.
No, you can't play with my yo-yo.
According to the Thorogood Marshall College Fund and the United Negro College Fund, there are only 25 women presidents of the nation's 102 HBCUs. However, every year the numbers are continuing to grow and are creating new partnerships and establishing their institutions as leaders for the next generation. They are legacy HBCU alum changing the landscape for students to succeed. And one thing is undoubtedly true, HBCUs win with Black women.
June 19th, better known as Juneteenth, is now a federal holiday. Thanks to this woman of power, determination, and persistence, an HBCU Wiley College alum and one of America's most revered elders who can still hold her own at 96 years young, by the way. How about we take a look at her journey?
The Juneteenth holiday stands on the shoulders of Ms. Opal Lee and the ancestors before her. Affectionately known as the grandmother of Juneteenth, she walked, petitioned, and wouldn't stand down until it was an official national holiday for freedom. It all started in the 1970s when Ms. Opal helped organize a 3-day festival, drawing about 10,000 people daily to her hometown of Fort Worth, Texas. Although Texas began recognizing Juneteenth as a holiday in 1980, she was insistent it should be a national holiday. So in 2016, at her young age of 89, she began walking annually, nearly 1,400 miles from Fort Worth to Washington, D.C., to draw attention and get it done. On the heels of the millions of Americans protesting the murder of George Floyd in 2020, Ms. Opal held her annual walk while also collecting more than 1 million signatures for her Juneteenth petition. The very next year, President Biden signed it into law. This Wiley College alum, at age 95, is still working in the community. For her exemplifying the definition of relentless persistence is why Ms. Opal Lee is Cafe Mocha's Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Creating the Legacy honoree.
Clearly, there ain't no stopping Ms. Opal Lee. She's truly a diamond, and we are proud she's Cafe Mocha's My HBCU Joy, Creating the Legacy honoree.
Ooh, how do you act when you've given an award? I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. And will you let the others know how much I appreciate it? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I had no idea. HBCU, and I know what each word stands for, but I want the young people to understand that it's an opportunity that they must grasp and be sure that they use it wisely. I know people want to party and have fun, but it's not the time, not the place. That education is too important. And I want them to be sure that they understand that once they get it, they are responsible to the rest of us. And they got to help others do the same thing. It's their responsibility. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Community is more than where you live. It's the people in it.
I help equip Baton Rouge communities with resources that facilitate change.
Who go above and beyond to help it thrive.
I'm educating children in the Bronx on their community history.
AARP recognizes leaders who uplift communities.
I'm helping the community take their health more seriously.
AARP believes when we unite for the greater good, we thrive together.
You know, it's organizations like AARP that are all about the business of preserving the quality of life as we age, just as Ms. Opal Lee. AARP shares our vision to honor those organizations and the people who are shaping our culture at any age. Please welcome Hampton University alum and AARP's Vice President in the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, Shani Hostin.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of AARP, our CEO, Joanne Jenkins, and our Chief Diversity Officer, Edna Kane-Williams, AARP is proud of the continued collaboration with Cafe Mocha Radio and the 2022 Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy. I'm Shani Hostin, Vice President of Audience Strategy in AARP's Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. It's truly a pleasure to join this HBCU program this evening. AARP's mission is to empower people to choose how they live as we age. Empowering such choices includes supporting the impact that HBCUs have through their community service and by continually fostering Black excellence. That's why we are proud to be a supporter of HBCUs. As a graduate of Hampton University, I know firsthand how proud I am to represent how AARP supports historically Black colleges and universities, and I'm immensely grateful for the education for life that Hampton University provided for me. For years, AARP has been inspired to be a part of continuing the legacy of HBCUs and Black sororities and fraternities, as they are a part of the tapestry of Black culture. And whether it's partnering with the Divine Nine on national convenings and conducting educational panels, or sponsoring events to strengthen our financial wellness, and helping to bridge the wealth gap in the Black community, supporting joint research to address health and wealth disparities, or creating elite HBCU college sports MVP alumni honor clubs, or even providing mentors for HBCU programs designed for students and alumni interested in pursuing entrepreneurship. This and more is why AARP can't help but feeling like we are a part of the HBCU community, a community built on purpose and belonging. As we celebrate our HBCU joy, we hope you will continue to connect with us and AARP's 38 million members at aarp.org/Black community. And be sure to sign up for our free weekly Sisters digital e-newsletter at sistersletter.com, written for and by Black women. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at AARP Black Community. Thank you and congratulations to all of the honorees of the 2022 Salute Them Awards.
No, you can't play with my yo-yo.
Straight out of South Central LA, a sister after my own heart. She takes action and makes a difference when she sees inequalities. This Dillard University graduate, CEO of HBCU 20 x 20, has made it her life work to empower others along the way, helping HBCU students get in the door at over 200 top corporations in the nation. Let me show you why Nicole Tenson is a bad girl.
When the playing field is leveled, we win. No one knows that better than Nicole Tenson. After attending both HBCU Dillard and Yale universities, experiencing the advantages Ivy League students had over HBCUs in the job market, she set out to change the game and do something about it. In 2017, Tenson's HBCU 20 x 20 Foundation was founded and has connected over 2,000 HBCU students and alums to opportunities at over 200 top companies, including Netflix, AT&T, AMC Networks, and American Express. With a passion and commitment to the well-being of HBCU students, this South Central LA native refuses to let appearances rule and has been known to walk away from any company that's not truly about diversifying its workforce. For her work and bringing equity and inclusion to corporate America, she has been recognized by HBCU Buzz's Top 30 Under 30, her alma mater Dillard's 40 Under 40, and Forbes 30 Under 30. Her foundation was chosen as a 2022 Gucci Changemakers Impact Fund recipient, turning her work and its reach global. For networking to build leadership, making professional dreams come true one day at a time, is why Nicole Tinson is Cafe Mocha's Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, champion for diversity.
Just like I said, she's a bad girl, and I am so proud to recognize my sister, Nicole Tinson, as the 2022 Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy, Champion for Diversity honoree.
To receive this award means a lot. Through the work at HBCU 20 by 20 that we do, we're very intentional about making sure that HBCU and Black community have access to the opportunities that they need. So I attended Dillard University, and Dillard University was one of the only institutions that accepted me to attend college. I didn't know what to expect pulling up to New Orleans, Louisiana from South Central Los Angeles, but it was my HBCU that really provided me with the skills, the social skills, the capital, the network, just to branch out and try something different and ultimately believe in myself. Going to an HBCU meant everything to me. So I tried the HBCU and Ivy League experience, and there's just nothing like an HBCU. To date, I've visited more than 60 HBCUs through the work that we do at HBCU 20 by 20. So we're able to get in front of students and talk to them not only about the importance of really leveraging their experiences at their HBCU, but really figuring out how their HBCU can put them on track to making their dreams a reality. And HBCU 20 by 20 is just a part of that. Legacy at HBCUs is incredibly important because it informs the ways that we nurture, that we care about our HBCUs. But beyond that, it leads into educating our community about how we move forward. So I know I do a lot of deep diving. I'm like a huge history buff, but that informs a lot of the work that I do. I know that nothing I do is new. Championing diversity isn't anything new within our community, and our HBCUs have played a critical role in that. So when I think about the legacy, that's something that comes into mind, but taking the legacy of HBCUs and thinking forward is where I see that intersection and where I find it most important.
Congratulations, Nicole. I know I probably speak for many of our brothers and sisters and the communities you serve every day when I say thank you for all you do to keep our people informed. Now, I don't know about you, Angelique, and I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to jam a little bit. You know what I mean? I gotta get moving, Angelique.
No, I'm always ready to move. Now, you guys need to remember these names: Casey Jones, Stacy Johnson, Tamara Shanice. These three amazing vocalists with the belief that when women come together, powerful things happen.
Yeah, they normally do.
Please welcome the Shantellas.
I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear. If I could have that half of my life, no fear.
A voice asked me, "Are you afraid?" I said yes. And they said, "Be not afraid, for when you tell your truth, and when you live your truth, there is nothing to fear." Shantellas. Now don't you start with me, you get no part of me. So get as far from me as you can be. Nothing but harmony is where I wanna be, and you're distracting me from destiny. I'm talking to myself when I say fear has no place in my heart. No fear. Fear has no place in my heart. You gotta tell yourself fear has no place in my heart. Tell fear, get on out of here. Fear has no place in my heart. It took some breaking down, shattered so many doubts, so I can be this woman I've become. From here it's only up. If it ain't peace and love, then set me free. Fear has no place in my heart. No fear, no, no. Fear has no place in my heart. I'm not gonna be afraid. Fear has no place in my heart. No time to run away. Fear has no place in my heart.
need to reshape our own perception of how we view ourselves. We have to step up as women to take the lead. Beyonce. Shantae Bacon and Saptosa Foster are reshaping perspectives with their award-winning strategic communications firm, 135th Street Agency. These HBCU alum from Hampton and Spelman joined forces in 2005. Today, their numerous awards include 8 National Association for Multi-Ethnicity and Communication Awards and Emma's Excellence in Multicultural Marketing Awards. The agency is the brainchild of Queens, New York native and former Island Def Jam Music Group Senior Director of Marketing. Shantae Bacon spearheaded successful marketing campaigns that included multi-Grammy-winning Kanye West's debut album, The College Dropout. Serving as managing partner, Saptosa Foster, a North Carolina native whose distinguished media career includes working with Rolling Stone magazine, In Style, O Magazine, and freelance writing for Vibe and XXL. Collectively, 135th Street Agency is known for its brilliant work in TV and film, creating powerhouse campaigns targeting the urban market with precision and respect. Successful campaigns include Nat Geo's Genius Aretha, Bounce TV's Saints and Sinners, and the return of a Disney favorite, The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. For illustrating what marketing for us, by us, looks like, is why 135th Street Agency trailblazers, Hamptonian Shantae Bacon and Spelmanite Saptosa Foster are Cafe Mocha's 2022 Salute Them, My HBCU Joy Soul Solidarity honorees.
I always have to start by thanking God, the Lord, always has my back. He's on the board at 135. He's been guiding our steps the whole time. Shout out to you. Shout out to the big three, and that would be my great-grandmother, Eloise and Ethel, and my mom, Geraldine Bacon, who is here tonight. Those 3 women created the roadmap that I follow every single day. They injected us with the spice and the fire, the drive, and the ultimate angel, my dad, who's always looking down on me and guiding my steps. And then I have to go to Sheila, because I have known Sheila since I was 19 years old. And me and Sheila have had a ton of experiences. There was that Motown Cafe lunch with Rodney Shealy. Shout out to Rodney. Sheila taught me how to write my first professional marketing plan for Terry Ellis's Southern Exposure. Sheila taught me how to run your own business when running your own business was not common. I would drive out to New Jersey and go to Sheila's home office downstairs and learned how to run a business on your own, supporting your own business. And even after my 8 years at Def Jam, Sheila taught me how to know when an opportunity has run its course. So Sheila, I cannot overstate the way that you have impacted my life. I love you. I appreciate this. And I look to many more years of your advisement and mentorship. Also, shout out to Saptosa, who taught me what it really means to have patience and sisterhood and learn how to do the 50-50 give and take and hear and be heard, and how to really become a better manager, a better business owner. Lots of experiences over the last 17 years, lots of growth. Could not be where I am today without her. Could not be up here accepting this award without Saptosa at all. And my sisters, my nieces, and of course my brand new 2-year-old perfect little Booski, who is the love of my life and the best thing that ever happened to me, and I could give him 1,000 kisses when this is over. But shout out to all of those people. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much.
And just to echo that, we are beyond honored to be receiving this award. I want to definitely shout out Sheila Eldridge. Thank you for even continuing to be with us all of these years as a mentor. Thank you to the ladies of Cafe Mocha Radio, Angelique, Lonnie Love, YoYo, my mom, Dr. Joanne Woodard, my other mom, Mrs. Geraldine Bacon, her mom, my dad, Newsville Foster, and our 135th team. There's so much we have to be thankful for. I'm beyond thankful for the sisterhood of my business partner of 17 years, Shantae Bacon. Who would have thought when we met at 18 years old at Pendulum Records that we would be here today accepting this award among such great talent? And I just really believe in sisterhood. At Spelman College, we always, they taught me the power of the connection of women, and I stand here in gratitude, humbly thankful for everything, and a testament of what two minds who have the same values, the same interests can accomplish.
And the same mission.
That's right, so thank you.
Thank you.
That's so heartwarming. Congratulations, Shantae and Septosa. Please keep doing what you're doing. You inspire us all.
Yes, you do.
And for more inspiration, our next honoree hails from the ATL, Clark Atlanta University, a well-respected journalist, political analyst, and author. She is sharp, witty, and on top of her game. I watch her show all the time. Take a look at why you don't want to cross Miss Tiffany Cross.
With style, poise, and facts disrupting the conversation, journalist Tiffany Cross brings the truth every week when she sits at the table on her MSNBC show, The Cross Connection. This Cleveland-born, partly Atlanta-raised broadcaster unpacks the news of the week with a cross-section of diverse thought leaders every Saturday morning. It's a role this proud Clark Atlanta alum is more than qualified to play, thanks to her more than 2 decades of engaging with different constituencies, from serving as BET News DC Bureau Chief to the Obama administration and co-founding the Beat DC, a national platform intersecting politics, policy, and Black people. She's a dedicated author and advocate, penning the book Say It Louder, Black Votes, White Narratives, and Saving Our Democracy. Cross cut her craft as an associate producer at CNN covering Capitol Hill and as a resident fellow at Harvard's Kennedy School Institute of Politics. For being a sister friend, keeper of the culture, and voice for civil rights with the belief that a room without books is like a body without a soul, is why Tiffany Cross is Cafe Mocha Salute Them, my HBCU Joy Media Innovator.
A no holds barred, tell it like it is, sister. We are proud to honor Tiffany Cross, Cafe Mocha Salute Them, my HBCU Joy Media Innovator.
Thank you so much to Cafe Mocha Radio for this incredible honor. I have to say, an HBCU experience prepared me for so much about life. At Clark Atlanta University, the saying was, you either find a way or make one. And that's precisely what I did at every point, not just in my professional life, but my personal life as well. And I will tell you, I am still finding a way. And when I can't find my way, I'm still making my way. And I cannot do that without so many of you who tune into The Cross Connection every Saturday on MSNBC, and I'm allowed to center our perspectives and our lived experience because that's what matters, and that's what my HBCU experience armed me with. So I cannot thank you enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cafe Mocha Radio.
Pictures. We all love to take them. I make a living making them, and we all love looking back on the history they capture. Our next honoree, affectionately known as Augie, is a Howard University alum who has made his life's passion photographing politicians, activists, musicians, and so much more. Take a look at why this recorder of history has been such a visionary for over 50 years.
Through the lens of David Augie Ogburn, we see the stories and experience the culture of Black America. Rosa Parks, Nelson Mandela, Bob Marley, Prince, Janet Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Little Kim are only a few of the legends that this award-winning photographer and historian has captured over his awe-inspiring 5-decade career. Known for his intimate backstage portrait of performers, the Brooklyn-born native chronicled the early years attending his alma mater, Howard University. It was at HUR-FM, the legendary Howard U radio station, that gave Augie his wings, shooting artists for major record labels. The National Association of Black-Owned Broadcasters allowed him to document the voices behind the scenes in TV and radio. Augie documented our civil rights milestones with the fight for the Martin Luther King Jr. federal holiday with advocates Coretta Scott King and Stevie Wonder. He served as campaign photographer for former President Jimmy Carter, D.C. Mayor Walter Washington, and the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation. His breathtaking book, Backstage Pass, showcases his iconic photos featured in various exhibitions and museum collections. It's a look into the beauty, culture, and diversity from the eyes of an undeniable visionary committed to preserving our history. For sharing your employment of enjoyment with the world is why David Augie Ogburn is Cafe Mocha Salute Them, My HBCU Joy Culture Legacy Honoree.
I'll tell you what, I know myself and many of my current day entertainment peers, without question, missed out by a generation on this man's brilliance. It would have been an honor to be photographed by such a visual genius like Augie. Mr. Ogburn, thank you for documenting our culture, and we salute you as the 2022 Cafe Mocha Salute Them, My HBCU Joy Culture Legacy Honoree.
To get something like this is very important that people thought of you in that kind of area, thought of you as an individual that deserves something like this. The Legacy Award, come on. You know, Augie's been a hoodlum for a long time, and then, you know, went to college and straightened out. So I'm a jitterbug that went straight, let's put it that way. Knowing your history uplifts and inspires you. And like I say, I traveled with a historian for many years, Chancellor Williams, and just by documenting our history is important. Knowing your history empowers you. Well, I went to Howard University. Certain schools might be easy to get into, but are very hard to get out of. And so I would suggest that you do your homework and stay focused on what you're there for. Because you could be strayed away like I did for a minute, but I know I came back because I couldn't go home without a degree, that's for sure.
Augie, you are an institution in DC. Love those pictures, congratulations.
No doubt about it.
Our next honoree is hot on the campaign trail as we speak. He made an unprecedented climb to the U.S. Senate in 2020 from the great state of Georgia, and he's not backing down now. Let's take a look at the journey of U.S. Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock.
Morehouse men throughout history have been known to shake up the world. As the first Black U.S. Senator from Georgia, Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock is carrying the legacy with his historic election as Georgia's first Black U.S. Senator. His win gave Democrats a slight majority to save our nation's democracy. Raised on the values of God, family, service, and hard work, his parents, Jonathan, a World War II veteran, small business owner and pastor, and mother Verlene, a pastor herself who grew up picking cotton and tobacco. Warnock was the first in his family to graduate college and earn a PhD. Served as pastor at Harlem's historic Abyssinian Baptist Church, once led by trailblazing New York Congressman Adam Clayton Powell. He later became the youngest senior pastor to lead Atlanta's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, where fellow Morehouse man and American hero Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once stood as the shepherd of the flock. From the pulpit to the halls of Congress, he is a tireless servant for everyday people, pushing for affordable housing, healthcare, education, voting, civil rights, and jobs. That's why Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock is Cafe Mocha's 2022 Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Champion of Change.
As an activist and simply as a black man, I implore each one of us to get out and exercise our right to vote. Now more than ever, our lives and the lives of our children will be impacted by our vote. We walk in the steps of our ancestors, right? And I'm proud to salute a man who's on the front line and a true champion for change, my brother and Morehouse graduate, Reverend Raphael Warnock.
Hello and greetings to the 2022 Salute Them Awards. As a proud Morehouse man, I want to apologize for not being able to be with you in person tonight as you celebrate all that our HBCUs and our HBCU graduates have accomplished. Where would America be without our HBCUs? I'd like to take a moment to recognize the executive producer of Cafe Mocha Radio, Sheila Eldridge, for all that she has done to recognize the important work of our HBCUs, as well as the hosts for tonight's event, Lonnie Love, YoYo, Angelique, Perrin, and my friend Lamman, Rucker. And I would also like to thank Toyota and AARP for their partnership in bringing this night to fruition. I'm so very deeply honored to receive the Champion for Change Award. Thank you so much. And know that I'm committed to working in the Senate to strengthen our HBCUs that have been punching way above their weight for so many years. That's why I'm proud I was able to secure more federal investments for HBCU campuses that have for too long thrived on too little. Aided by the advocacy of many of the people in this room, we were able to do just a little bit more. The hundreds of millions of dollars in research and development investments for HBCUs in the Senate's bipartisan jobs and competition bill will indeed keep our schools and our students competitive for decades to come. And that's a win for all of us. So know that I won't stop fighting to strengthen federal investments in our campuses, in our infrastructure, in our STEM programs, and in so much more. Again, thank you so much for this recognition. I'm very humbled. Keep the faith, keep pushing, keep advocating for our children, and keep looking up.
No, you can't play with my YoYo.
She's got more style in her little finger than most of us have in our whole bodies. Missy Misdemeanor Elliott is a visionary and philanthropist. And don't get it twisted, she loves and supports HBCU culture. She's been at the forefront for women in the music industry for decades. And all I can say is, if you work it, let me work it. Put that thing down, flip it and reverse it. Check out why my girl is so much more than the music she makes.
First major video as a solo artist, The Rain, Super Duper Fly. It was very clear Missy Misdemeanor Elliott had a style like none other, wearing her signature patent leather blow-up resembling an inflated trash bag. The Portsmouth, Virginia native dared to express and celebrate her individuality. A trendsetter ahead of her time, Missy rocks stylish athleisure wear and infused body positivity in many of her videos, including Work It, Get Your Freak On, and this was happening long before it caught on. She even brought a new coolness to sequins, leather, and denim. Her airbrush jacket in tribute to Aaliyah, whose career she helped steer, is still among her most memorable style moves. As a director, she applied her visionary eye to videos, including her own 2015 WTF, and more recently, the City Girls Twerkulator. Missy's accolades, too numerous to name, but in 2015, she rocked the Super Bowl halftime show alongside Katy Perry. In 2019, MTV's VMAs awarded her the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award, And let's not forget the pop-up museum of Missy Elliott that celebrates her genius. For always supporting HBCU's culture, being daring, bold, and encouraging fearlessness in the culture is why Missy Misdemeanor Elliott is Cafe Mocha Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Woman of Style.
Yes, Missy, you know I love you. And we congratulate you for being Cafe Mocha's Salute Them, My HBCU Joy, Woman of Style.
I want to thank y'all for the Woman of Style Award. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness. I'm so humbly grateful. And, you know, I got to have a message for the new generation because I want y'all to understand that it's going to be plenty times that you're going to feel like giving up. Now, if I had given up, I wouldn't be here accepting this award. And I want you to understand that there's going to be times you have ideas and people may doubt your ideas. You may have doors to close and all of those things. But nobody knows your vision better than you. And so when you see it, don't procrastinate. Just do it, get in your creative bag and keep going. So you can be the next one here accepting another Woman of Style award and giving, you know, advice to the next generation. I want to thank y'all again. This means so much to me. All right? Mwah. First of all, I want to thank the Cafe Mocha creator and the executive producer, Sheila Eldridge, and host Lonnie Love, YoYo, and Angelique Perrin. These women have stood together for 10 years to be an encouraging voice for women in the underserved communities. And we thank you. Lamman, this has been so great. We've been doing this for 10 years. We have honored over 200 of America's top minority community leaders. It started with just women. We branched out. We honored you, a whole bunch of other people. You know, and these are people that are out there making a difference every day. And what I love about tonight is all about HBCU joy. So I'm kicking off these heels. I'm going to rep A&T as I should, put on my blue and yellow and keep on repping your HBCU.
Well, hey, I've got a long list of them in my family, so thank you, Morgan State, Howard University, Hampton University. Thank you for the schools that I've done countless work at over the years. Thank you, Morehouse. Thank you, Kentucky State. Thank you, Lane College, Lemoyne Owen. I've got honorary degrees from some of these institutions, but been on the ground working hard with so many of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Angelique, you're so right. For all of us, it's extremely important that we remember to continue to recognize those who have spent their lives lifting us up. And remember to give back. All 107 of America's HBCUs need our support. They need our recognition for the lives they change every day. Once again, a huge congratulations to all the nominees, and let's all embrace our HBCU joy.
And thank you to our sponsors, Toyota Motor, North America, and AARP. Please, for each and every one of you out there, grab your friends and your neighbors, and don't forget to vote. Our lives depend on it. Peace.
It's been an honor. My beautiful Cafe Mocha ladies, thank you. Angelique, YoYo, Lonnie, we love you, we miss you. Thank you so much for having me as a part of this year's My HBCU Joy Awards. I will truly take this moment, this inspiration, the information, all of it, I will take it with me moving forward.
And make sure you tune in every week to Cafe Mocha Radio and Cafe Mocha TV. Drop us a line on all our social channels. From all of us here at Cafe Mocha. We'll see you next time.